So you've just opened up your inventory for the first time, you've had 3 strokes and a grand mal seizure, you're laying on the floor wondering what you're gonna do. Well, check out this video, and within just a very few minutes, I'm gonna show you exactly how to manage your inventory within Star Citizen so you can stop smelling burnt toast. All right, aspiring Star Citizens, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about inventory. As we talked about in a previous episode, in order to get into your inventory, you press I on the keyboard. That's going to show you your little character guy and all of your inventory. So here we've got all the inventory that's in Area 18, where I currently am, over on this panel right here. As we scroll through, that'll obviously fill in. It's all pretty jumbled in there from the main inventory screen. But up here we have these filters, so we can tell, for example, to just look at armor, just look at undersuits, clothing, weapons, etc. All right. So right now, I'm going to swap out my undersuit, which means you're going to have to see me in my skivvies, and for that I apologize. So I'm going to pull up my undersuits. I'm going to grab this guy right here. I'm going to throw that on. I did that simply by clicking and dragging. And now I'm going to throw on some armor. Okay. Now all my armor in here is just, again, just all jumbled up. But I can go over here to custom. It's going to allow me to choose what I want to see. First thing I'm going to look at is helmets. All right. And I'm going to put on, I don't know. What armor do I even want to wear? You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw that helmet on. And then I'm going to go to cores. I'm going to find the core that matches that helmet, which is this guy right here. Going to do the same thing with arms. I'm going to find the arms that match that helmet and core. These right here. Legs. And I'm going to throw the legs on. And there we go. I'm now fully dressed. Except for backpack. Now you'll see that as I throw these pieces on, we get other windows that pop up over here on the side. Items that I had stored in this armor already will appear. That's one thing about the persistence. If you had something stored in the armor when you took it off, it's going to still be in the armor when you put it back on. So I'm going to take this stuff out and just store it here. I got some telescopic sights. I've got some tiger claws, which allow you to hack into various systems, etc., etc. Let's look at backpacks. It should be it. That's a medium backpack, so I'm going to throw a medium backpack on. One of these two has probably got some stuff in it. I'm going to go with this one. See if that one's got stuff in it. And it sure does. It's got a bunch of stuff. We were doing some siege wars, and so it's got a ton of ammo and everything in there. I'm gonna go over here to weapons. I'm gonna weapon myself up. So let's grab, you know what, I'm gonna grab a sniper rifle, because I really never carry a sniper rifle. And, you know, it might be good to just tote one around. Let's grab this guy right here. Put that on, and I'm gonna grab a Custodian SMG. Custodian SMG is a laser SMG. It's got a very high rate of fire, carries quite a bit of ammo, 60 rounds as a matter of fact, per magazine, and it does a lot of damage. Take people out real quickly with that. I'm gonna throw an EMOD stabilizer on the barrel. I'm gonna throw a sight on there. And that's how this stuff works. As far as modifying weapons, we'll get a little bit more into that in a future video, but I am now fairly nicely kitted out. I could probably use some med pens. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna grab a med gun, throw it on over here. I'm gonna grab a multi-tool, put it on there. I'm gonna throw a tractor beam attachment into my multi-tool, and I'm going to put a mining attachment in my inventory. So if I run across anything that I need to mine out in space, I'll have that sitting right there for me. I'm gonna grab a couple of these tiger claws. I always carry a couple of tiger claws with me, just in case something happens and I end up with a crime stat. I generally am not a criminal. I don't break the laws, but sometimes unforeseen stuff happens and you end up with a crime stat. And these tiger claws will get you the ability to hack into the systems that you can reset your crime stat from. So that's basic inventory. I'm gonna go back to, let's see, weapons, and I'm gonna go to custom, and I'm gonna go to throwables. That should show me my grenades. I'm gonna go ahead and stick some grenades on. Notice how I'm doing this by dragging these onto those little circles. All right, so I've got some grenades now, and I'm gonna go grab a sidearm, which will be, I'm gonna grab an arc light pistol. Stick that right there. And I'm actually gonna move this out of my way real quick, and I'm going to stick a sight and a stabilizer on my pistol. Oh, it's already done. It's already got that stuff on it. That's another thing. If you put these weapons away and they've already got stuff on them, that stuff stays on them. So we'll go ahead and put this med gun back on. There's your inventory management right there. That's how you get dressed. I don't know why he just decided to whip that med gun out, but we'll go ahead and put it away by holding R. And you're probably now asking, hey, Terraphon, how do I get all this groovy stuff? Well, I'm gonna show you. Basically, you go shopping, which is exactly what we're gonna be talking about in our next video. So make sure you stop back in for that one. Bye now. If you like this content, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon so you get notified every time new content comes out. Also, make sure you check out Hyndrosa on Twitch TV at twitch.tv/Hyndrosa. And last but not least, we'd like to give a big shout out and warm thank you to all of our patrons over at patreon.com. Your support is absolutely amazing. Thank you all. And since you're here, make sure to check out our other videos in the How to Start Citizen collection, as well as our Meta in Minutes series, which takes sort of a fun, interesting look at some builds that you can do that aren't really meta, but we call them meta anyway. Get your learn on. Peace.